Hi. As I sit here today in Burlington, it is pouring rain, which I just so happen to really love rain, and our grass and plants really need it, so I'm ever grateful for that. I'm also taking this opportunity to reflect. I don't know what it is about rainy days, but it just makes me go inwards a little bit, and I'm reflecting on my grandparents. I was very lucky to have all four of my grandparents alive still while I was into my 30s. I have one remaining grandparent alive, and she's lovely, and I wish she was a bit closer. She's in Belleville. And today I'm basically going to be reflecting on my three deceased grandparents. Grandparents really are such an integral part of a family. In my opinion, they're the heart and the soul. My Omi was a very gentle woman. She had a really soft, tender voice. I loved her German accent. Especially, I would love to hear her sing. She was in German choir in Hamilton for many years. Very good singer, and she had this thing she would do with her hand that it was like this, and almost like she was fluid in water, or just sort of tenderly embracing the air as she sang. And she would have go with the rhythm. It was really sweet. And she also had incredible stories of her life, that some of which I'm pretty sure I don't even know, but I would love to have captured more of her stories for sure. My Grumps was also a very gentle person. He was very loving, a family man. I tend to miss and recall his mannerisms and his laugh. Those are, oh, and his jokes. He had a lot of jokes. So he would his mannerisms were kind of like this. He would be a little hunched over, with his legs crossed often, and he would have a smile on his face. And he just, to see that again would be really precious for me. His laugh was fantastic. I can still hear it, but it is fading. And he also had, really great stories. He went on so many adventures in his life, and he would have had some pretty amazing life philosophies that I would love to hear. My Opa, he was a really sweet man. I didn't know him very well. He was estranged from our family for years. I did see him in the last 5 to 10 years before his passing, and yeah, very loving man. I felt a need to ask my husband Matt about his grandparents and his father, all of which passed away many years ago, and what he would have loved to have seen on video. So his Baba and Dito both are Ukrainian, were Ukrainian. And his Baba, she was an incredible cook for one. So she made like a really great pierogi dish, cabbage rolls, beet soup. He would have loved to hear her sweet voice, her Ukrainian accent, giving, maybe talking about the recipes and what was meaningful to her in life would have been nice for him to hear too. His Dito in particular, he recalls him singing and having a really great singing voice. And they were always Ukrainian songs apparently. So he would really give anything just to have that time back, but of course that's not possible now. Similarly to my Opa's situation, Matt wasn't really familiar with his dad's parents, his grandparents on the paternal side, unfortunately, and so he would love to know more about them, their stories, the history, their lineage, philosophies on life, wisdom, and see how they spoke and what they sounded like. He might have very vague memories. I'm not 100% certain of that situation, but still, they wouldn't be enough for him to be able to hold on to those memories. Unfortunately, Matt's father passed away when Matt was 7 years old. So he was fortunate that he had, that his dad was an avid photographer and videographer. So he actually has some film of him and his dad, and you can see his dad in these videos, but still, he was so young at the time that he doesn't really have a whole lot of memories, just bases them off of those videos more or less, he said. So to have had a legacy video of his father would be spectacular for him and really meaningful. Our goal is to create a special, meaningful video that will keep their memory alive. A legacy video is really a gift that can be shared for generations to come. So I always just imagine, you know, my kids' children and them viewing my grandparents' video, and how, granted, we didn't get to do that, but how amazing it would be to see so many generations ahead of you and to hear their stories or wisdom and experiences of life. I think that would be just really, really amazing. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. I would love it if you headed over to my website, www.mylegacystory.ca. I do want to mention that there's 2 days left of my grand opening. If you go on to that website, you'll see the grand opening deal, 10% off if you enter your name and your email address. We will not be spamming your email. It's just basically to send out offers and discounts in the future. So take care and stay warm, stay dry, and until next time, bye.